Hey, good afternoon. I'm Raleigh Brown. This is Curve Flattening Concert number 497. It's 3 o'clock here on the east coast of the United States. Charlie the dog is right here with me. He is licking his front paw right now, his foreleg actually. And he has his chewy toy, so he might be occupied. He's going to have to be a good boy today because he already had to sit still while my friend Beth Mead and I jammed for an hour and a half, and then he just had a half hour here to get his yayas off, and we went outside. Now he should be okay, because he's becoming a very good dog. So Mike Tierson, first man in, Mike Verbeek and Mike Carr. The three Mikes start off on my list here. And Dwight Shoemate, who probably is right next door. I think I saw his car earlier. And Rhonda Scott Merrick, Steve Edelman, and Charlie Bryant. So folks are filtering in, and that's good because I have to get my capo on before I start here. So today I thought I would do one of those days when I just play my original tunes. And I should clink hello to you, so I do have coffee here, decaf. To coffee and to good fellowship. And Dave Van Allen is here, and Debbie Moore, and Charlie Bryant, and Slim Edelman, and like that. So little by little, there's getting to be a few people in the audience, and Bunny Barnes is here. She's quiet, but she's here. And Dwight Shoemate is home restringing guitars today. I know what that's like, although I rarely do it myself. I'm too lazy. And, the Elixir strings just last forever, so I rarely change them. Deb Libby Clark is here, and S.A. Tudhope, and like that. Thank you for clanking along with me. So I guess I'll just get started here. On the road long ago, when my ducks were all in a row, up on stage with an old friend, played our songs, we took a break, then I made my first mistake. My whole life has been up and down since then. I was standing there with a glass of beer, just taking in the atmosphere, when an old flame snuck in and stole a kiss. If I knew then what I know now, probably would have known just how destiny would steal much more than this. Fate is such a funny thing. A life can turn on the beat of a butterfly's wing. Time so bitter, time so sweet. And it all began on Hessler Street. From that day my life changed. All my plans were disarranged. I was living under a spell. Now I'd love to blame somebody else, but I had done it to myself. In time I knew it all too well. The summer went by in a flash. My former life had turned to ash. There was no one to whom I could return. And when the whole thing fell apart, there I sat with my broken heart, and one sad lesson to learn. Fate is such a funny thing. A life can turn on the beat of a butterfly's wing. Time so bitter, time so sweet. It all began on Hessler Street. Now if I could go back and take one more try at that first mistake, there's no telling where I'd be. But you throw the dice, you take your shot, you learn to live with what you've got. What could have been remains a mystery. Fate is such a funny thing. A life can turn on the beat of a butterfly's wing. Time so bitter, time so sweet. It all began on Hessler Street. Everything turned on Hessler Street. My First Mistake, subtitled On Hessler Street for the Clevelanders in the audience. And it is, I sometimes think about how totally different my life would have been if I had just gone back to San Francisco at that time and stayed there. All the people who I've known for these 40 plus years, 44 years, I probably would have never met. And my life would have been very different. I have no complaints. But it's the kind of thing you think about, you know, in the odd hours. What would have happened? So Cal Landau is here. Hey, Cal, it's good to see you. And Marty, I'm sure. And Johnson Hogg and Connie Adams and Rich Fowler. And Jim Greco in the afternoon, kind of almost on time. And Donna Zach Beal and Jack Haas, people from all my different walks of life. Rita Rubin Long, I love you, Rita. And Lori Payne, Michelle Lamb, my niece, who just had a new baby. Congratulations to you, my dear. That's her second daughter, I do believe. And Mel Rivera from Levelland, Texas. And David Arthur Radcliffe from the UK. I think that covers pretty much everyone. Carol Pred lost her sound, but I think she got it back. Usually the thing to do when you lose your sound is to reload the page. That's my advice. Mr. Computer expert here. Hit restart. So next up, Gene Galligan is here. Hi, Gene. And Dave Mason in Scotland. Hello. And Bunny Barnes reports that Kit Serikaku is here. We'll say hi to the Invisibles in a few minutes. And Jim Moore, my good buddy, is here. And Après Midi on YouTube. Good to see you all. So next up is for all the dogs in the audience and their owners. So it starts with a look, meeting eye to eye. Make her glad to see you, let her know you're her guy. It's important to give at least as much as you get. Don't expect her to love you if you haven't earned it yet. Give her something to chew on. Let her know that you'll play. If you have the right timing, she won't wander away. Don't try to control her. She'll rebel in the end. Make your dog want to please you. That's how she'll become your best friend. If she seems to defy you, you better step up your game. Throw away those dry milk bones. Roast chicken might light her flame. Reward her for sit, stay, heel till it's all humdrum. But you'll know that you've won her heart when you get her to come. Now I know what you're thinking. Would this work with romance? If you're tender and caring, you just might have a chance. It starts with a look, meeting a sensitive dialogue. To improve your love life, treat your sweetheart like you treat your dog. Words of wisdom. Alrighty, so some announcements here. The Invisibles are Kit Serikaku, Kate Mack, Linda Worster, Judith Fox, Joel Biget, Bill Rubenstein, Invisibill Rubenstein, and Mike Stillman and Mario Prue, the builder of this beautiful instrument. There is a PayPal link as usual right there. You can see it, and Venmo, and it's always up there during the concert. So you could copy down the details and then punch it into your browser and help with Charlie the dog's bills. He accumulates quite a lot of bills. A $90 bag of dog food arrived today, and I'm no longer up to lifting 40-pound dead weight bags of dog food, so I actually used the two-wheeler to get it in the door. Dog food prices have soared since the pandemic began. I'm not sure why this is. I assume it's because of corporate greed. How not? Carol Sherman, hi, nice to see you here. And Warren and Janelle. And that's everyone I've said. Oretta and Ron. And Helene Toberfowler, and I think I'm covering most of those. I say hi to Ann Mintz, my dear friend, and Melissa Fleming. And okay, that's the best I can do. So, Invisibles, PayPal, Charlie the dog. If you go to my page today, I awarded Charlie the dog the title of Good Dog because he has made so much progress. I'm going to see if I can get him on camera here. He's made so much progress over these months. He's been here for 4 months now. You need to do this. And you want to raise your little head again so the folks can see you? Maybe if I do this. Yeah. He's kind of behind the thing. Maybe if I do this. You can kind of see him. Anyhow, he has been such a wonderful dog over these recent years, especially since he's been on Prozac. That has made a huge difference. And I'm so glad that we decided to put him on that, because he's a happier dog, he's a friendlier dog, he's all the good things you want your dog to be. And he's a sweetheart now. Whereas before I felt like a jailkeeper, now I feel like a friend. My best friend has a fuzzy face. That's the way it goes. So the schedule, I'm on today, Wednesday at 3. Thursday, I do not know who is on, but if anybody wants to tell me, I'd be glad to hear. Friday, I do believe that Slim is on at 3:30 Eastern Time. And I know that Bunny is on either Friday or Saturday, but I can't remember which. So I seem to think it might have been Friday. Saturday, I think Dakota Dave is off this week, but I'm not sure about that. And then Warren Bendler at 3 p.m. And again, Bunny is here, so she will probably 3 for on Friday at 4 p.m. You heard it here, first or second or third, okay? So that's the schedule, and then Sunday I'll be back at 10:30. So let me really quickly go over that again. As far as I know, tomorrow I don't know who's on, that's Thursday. Friday, Slim Edelman at 3:30 Eastern Time. Saturday, Warren at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and Bunny at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Sunday, 10:30, I will be back with my request show, my usual request show as we close in on concert number 500. My coffee is trying to make a little comeback here, but it's okay because I'm going to play an instrumental. So this is a dog instrumental. Oh, you know what? Now, Charlie is now somewhere where you could see him. So let me give him full. Isn't he sweet? So this is actually an instrumental I wrote for Suki the dog, and I wrote it at a time when Suki was about at the stage Charlie is at now, when we hoped she would someday be a decent dog. And that's the dog portion of our show. I'm here. I need this to be a little farther this way and a little more this way. There we go. So the instrumental is called Suki's Hope, because I hoped Suki would get to be a good dog. And it's written along the lines of a jazz standard, actually. So here we go, Suki's Hope. Suki's Hope. And Suki turned into a really pretty good little dog, although Charlie here has some qualities that Suki never acquired. And one of them was actually liking people. Like Suki came to a point where she endured people, but and she was polite, but she never got to be a friendly dog to anybody except me and Jan. And a couple friends like Dwight and Aaron next door, and Ann and Ann. Eventually, she endured Cliff. But Charlie loves everyone, and it's almost like a problem how much he loves them. So we're working on it. He's getting to be a much better greeter. So I have one more for you today. And I see Guy Pernetti there out there in Kent, Ohio. Hi, Guy. Guy's a great musician. Plays around the Ohio area. And Nancy Daynard is here, and Andreas Postler over there in Germany, and Aisling Bain down there in Maryland. And who else am I missing here in my fervor to wander through my set? And I think I got most of yous. If there's anyone I missed, I apologize. And this song I wrote actually for all of you, and I wrote it during the pandemic, and it is really a pandemic song. It's about, in a way, about how we were all separated by physically, we could not be near each other, but how we all kind of stuck together online here and formed a community of which I'm very proud and very grateful for. So this is for you guys. There's a light in the east as the new day begins, and I search for some wisdom to embrace. I have sat in this chair with my head in my hands, prayed for a moment of grace, and the days ramble on in their fanciful way, as they did when I was in my prime. But the road up ahead has an ominous haze, with the unyielding passage of time. So dear friends, gather round me, share in the running of the race. Your goodwill will surround me as we cherish these moments of grace. I can live in this refuge and fend off despair, with my dog, my music, and my friends. And my heart reaches out as you're joining me there, to embrace each moment till it ends. So dear friends, gather round me, share in the running of the race. Your goodwill will surround me as we cherish these moments of grace. Share the love and share the pain. Miles apart we stand together in these days, till we'll meet face to face. So dear friends, gather round me, share in the running of the race. Your goodwill will surround me as we cherish these moments of grace. There's a light in the east as the new day begins. So be happy and be healthy, be brave and be calm, be kind, it's a snap. And if you get cranky, do what my friend Alex would recommend: take a nap. So thanks for joining me. I'm taking a last little look here and see if I missed anybody. I see there's somebody here, Oliver Copeland on YouTube. Welcome aboard. And good to see you all here today. I will be back on Sunday. And in the meantime, there are plenty of other people making good music. So go on there and enjoy it. Charlie and I send our love. Bye-bye.